Hey there! So it's a little bit of a rainy day today, but I'm actually out here on the patio because I'm going to do some planting for the fall garden in the Greenstalk planter, and I wanted to show you what it's looking like, what I'm kind of planting, and how I'm going to get this set up for the fall garden. So here it is currently. It was actually really gorgeous and productive this year, and then I've kind of just slowly started taking things out over the course of the last few weeks. As you can see, I need to do a little bit of like grooming on the strawberries and everything. We've still got a few geraniums up here at the top, so I'll probably just deadhead these and leave these, but I'm going to pull out a lot of the other plants. Maybe I'll just trim back the super bells, maybe, or I might just take them out, and then I'm going to plant in just a ton of different greens and plants like that. I just stepped inside where it's a little bit drier. I want to get my camera all up. Okay, so I'm just getting the camera inside where it's a little drier for a second here because we are actually getting like a pretty rainy day. So the nice thing about the Greenstalk is that it has a pretty good sized reservoir, especially for something like greens. I did end up getting the leaf one. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with Greenstalk. It's just the tower planter that I chose to purchase when I decided to get one. And I'm mostly going to be planting in greens for the fall. That's really going to be what I am going to focus on. I pulled out a huge mess of seeds, just a ton of things, but I'm going to kind of focus on a couple categories. So I'm going to be doing spinaches. So I have a few different kinds of spinach. I'm going to do a lot of different lettuces, and then just a couple kales, some collard greens. This is one of my favorite collard greens to grow. These Morris heading collards are really super delicious. And some Swiss chard. I have like the yellow, flamingo pink, Oreo, which is orange, and I do want to kind of mix around the colors. I don't really have a plan to come up with like a good design for this Greenstalk. You can definitely get really in depth with like, having different patterns of colors, like going down the sides. I have seen some really incredible things, but I think this is still gonna be really pretty even if we just kind of like throw things in here and there. I'm just gonna basically put in a bunch of my plant labels and then, I have a leaf on me, and then plant the corresponding seed right in there with whatever the label is, and that's just about it. I am also going to fertilize it and just stick a little fertilizer in each cell to give them a little bit of food. So I'm gonna run out there into the rain and pull out all of the plants that we've got in there, and then we'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I have the whole thing disassembled because I found that this is the easiest way to plant. And in the corner for my Greenstalk, I actually just have the back part mulched because I got it up against this wall here. And then I just kind of refreshed the soil, and I'm going to add in the fertilizer and then plant, and then I'll stack each layer back up. But super like easy to like put it all together. But I just find, you want to always like refresh. Like these containers weren't used a whole lot over the year, the lower ones at least anyway, so I don't need to add any more soil. And typically if I have a container where the soil's been, utilized a little bit, but it hasn't been heavily, like it's not full of roots and nothing like that, like I just will refresh with a little fertilizer, especially for something like this, which is just like a fall planting. So I'm just gonna put in some more fertilizer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pop in all of the plant tags and just see where everything goes. Hopefully I'll be able to hop back on here maybe in a few days and show you when everything is sprouting. Hey there, so it is a couple weeks later. I wanted to pick this little video back up and give you an update on everything that I planted in the Greenstalk. Things are coming up and starting to grow, and I'm so excited. We're finally getting like some beautiful fall weather. As you can see, it's a gorgeous sunny day. It's so nice out, and it's lovely. It's lovely to start to feel fall come in. We got like a couple big rainstorms and some wind, and here we are. And I think all of the greens that I planted in this Greenstalk are gonna do really well now. There's a few that aren't coming out, so let me turn you around and I'll kind of just show you what it's looking like. Sorry for all the chalk and everything. My daughter loves to come out here and play, so she decorates the porch. Okay, but here's the Greenstalk. I did leave the geraniums up at the top just because I thought they were still pretty, and I do have the eucalyptus growing in here as well. This is the lemon gum eucalyptus. I may try to bring this in and have it be a house plant in the winter, just like dig it out, or I may just let it die back and seed some more next year. I want to use these more in containers next year, but they've been kind of fun up here, and it does have a really nice like lemony scent. And there's also a baby blue eucalyptus growing here too, so I probably should try to save these. Then we have the strawberries. So these are a June bearing. This is the Eclair strawberry, a June bearing. But over here, and I just saw, look, these are the Seascape strawberries. I am gonna totally get more of these next year because we have had so many fun harvests. Like, this has been one of the easiest things to grow. It's been so simple, so low maintenance, and they're really nice, like yummy strawberry. It's like a really delicious sweet strawberry, and so I want more of those, and they're ever bearing. Like, here we are in it's gonna be like what, October, and yeah, I'm still getting strawberries. They also don't produce runners the same way. The Eclair strawberries just are covered in runners, which I'm gonna probably clip off here and like give to a friend or something, because I want more of the Seascape strawberries. I want to do another whole row just of Seascape strawberries next year. But they really aren't putting off any runners. As you can see, it's just the Eclair strawberries that are really doing it. And so I mean, I can give these to people, or maybe put them in like do another container for June, but I don't want to devote my Greenstalk space. Anyways, let me show you how everything's coming up. So I've got some Bloomsdale spinach over there. These cilantro seedlings look great. That's exciting. And then down here, the Swiss chard is coming up. A bunch of onions came up in this one, or shallots. I must have mislabeled. Oops. And then over here I have some, carrots. Yeah, we've got a couple carrots coming up. And then these had a little bit of calendula, and then also some more just like lettuces. A few things didn't come up, so my oric hasn't come up. My corn salad didn't come up, although this came up really well down in the garden down below. But a bunch of other lettuces, the Lennox lettuce, some watercress, the Anna spinach is coming up, the Matador spinach. Yeah, just tons of lettuces. Let's see, this is a cressy green, Morris heading collards, wrinkle cress. Here's some of the feathered frills kale. My deer tongue lettuce did not come up, but my dazzling blue kale did. And some of this lettuce is coming up. I did find that I had to like water the different cells individually to get things started, but now I've just been watering from overhead. But yeah, everything's pretty much coming up. And then for these little cells, so there's a few gaps in some of my containers, so I just went ahead and started some more things inside. And then I also may just run to the garden center. It is kind of easier, I think, sometimes just to put in like little seedlings into the Greenstalk kind of plant, these like tower planters. And of course you get like the instant impact, but it's all really ready for fall. You know, the strawberries will kind of die back and hang out through the winter. There's some rhubarb in the back that'll just hang out. And then, you know, I'll pull the geraniums here. once they get hit by the frost and pop in something else. But I think we're gonna have a lot of good salads, and it's in a nice protected place here in the corner. So it's got a super good spot, which will be nice and warm. And even when we get frost and stuff, I think it'll stay really warm and happy. So that is the Greenstalk all ready for fall. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.